Anantavati Vaishnavi ki jai, Ramacharya Shri Hare Thakur ki jai, Brahmsabha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shami Gadadhar Kutli Govardhan ki jai, Shri Vrindavan ki jai, Shri Hadi Mayapradhan ki jai, Jasdev Bhaktidev ki jai, Bhakti Sri Krishna ki jai, Shami Sri Krishna ki jai, Shatma Satya Ram ki jai. All glories to the Son of the devotees, all glories to the Son of the devotees, all glories to the Son of the devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Guranga, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Guranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Text number 29. Maharaj means the 9 Novembers. Durlabo manaso deho,
Durlabo manaso deho,
Durlabo manaso deho,
Durlabo manaso deho,
Dehinam shana banguraha,
Dehinam shana banguraha,
Dehinam shana banguraha,
Dehinam shana banguraha,
Tatrapi durlabam manye,
Tatrapi durlabam manye,
Tatrapi durlabam manye,
Tatrapi durlabam manye,
Vaikunta priyadarshanam,
Vaikunta priyadarshanam,
Vaikunta priyadarshanam,
Vaikunta priyadarshanam,
Durlabho manaso deho,
Durlabo manaso deho,
Dehinam shana banguraha, Tatrapi durlabham manye,
Tatrapi durlabam manye,
Vaikunta priyadarshanam.
Vaikunta priyadarshanam.
Please chant.
Durlabo manusho deho, Dehinam shanabanguraha, Tatrapi durlabham manye, Vaikunta priyadarshanam. Durlabo manusho deho, Dehinam shanabanguraha, Tatrapi durlabham manye, Vaikunta priyadarshanam. tatrapi dullabam manye Vaikunta Priyadarshana.
Vaishnavis. Durlabho manaso devo Dehinam shanavangura Durlabam manye Tatrapi durlabam manye Vaikunta Priyadarshanam.
Durlabam,
difficult to achieve.
Manasa,
human
being.
Dehina, body. Dehina, foreign body beings.
Shamabanguraha,
prone to be destroyed. At any moment. Tatra, in my human body. Api, even. Durlabam, more difficult to achieve. Manye, I consider. Vaikunta Priya, of those who are dear. To the Supreme Lord Vaikunta. Darshanam, the vision. Translation. For the conditioned souls, the human body is most difficult to achieve, for it can be lost, and it can be lost at any moment. But I think that even those who have achieved human life rarely gain the association of pure devotees who are dear to the Lord of Vaikuntha. Please repeat. For the conditioned souls, the human body is most difficult to achieve. And it can be lost at any moment. But I think that even those who have achieved human life rarely gain the association of your pure devotees who are dear to the Lord of Vaikuntha. Purport by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. According to Srila Sridhar Swami, the word Dehinam means Bahavo Deha Bhavanti Ye Sante, the conditioned souls who accept innumerable material bodies. According to some wishful thinkers, a living entity in the human form of life will never be degraded to a lower form such as that of an animal or plant. But despite this wishful thinking, it is a fact that according to our activities at the present, we will be elevated or degraded by the laws of God. At the present time in human society, there is no clear or precise understanding of the nature of life. Foolish scientists have invented highly sophisticated terminologies and theories to bluff innocent people into believing that life comes from chemical reactions. His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, has exposed this bluff in his book, Life Comes from Life, which points out that although scientists claim that life comes from chemicals, they cannot produce so much as an insect, even from unlimited quantities of chemicals. Actually, life and consciousness are symptoms of the spirit soul. In Life Comes from Life, page 43, Srila Prabhupada has stated, living beings move from one bodily form to another. The forms already exist. The living entity simply transfers himself, just as a man transfers himself from one apartment to another. One apartment is first class, another is second class, and another is third class. Suppose a person comes from a lower class apartment to a first class apartment. The person is the same. But now, according to his capacity for payment, or karma, he is able to occupy a higher class apartment. Real evolution does not mean physical development, but development of consciousness. Within every species of life, there is consciousness, and that consciousness is the symptom of the living entity, who is the superior energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Without understanding this essential point of the transmigration of the conscious living entity throughout 8,400,000 species of life, one cannot possibly understand the words Durlabo Manaso Deha. The human body is very rarely achieved. People are now being cheated of this essential understanding. They are completely unaware of the danger of slipping back into the 8 million species that lie below the human species. It is natural that a human being think in terms of progress. We want to feel that our life is progressing and that we are advancing and improving the quality of our life. Therefore, it is urgent that people be informed of the great danger of misusing the valuable human life, and that they know of the great opportunity the human life affords. The opportunity to take to Krishna consciousness. Just as on earth different residential areas are divided into high class, middle class, and low class, within the universe there are upper class, middle class, and lower class planets. By practice of the yoga system, or by meticulous execution of religious rituals, one can transfer himself to the higher planets within this universe. On the other hand, by neglecting religious principles, one will degrade himself to a lower planet. But the Supreme Lord Krishna declares in Bhagavad Gita 8:16, Abrahma Bhuvana Loka Puna Avartina Arjuna. Thus, the final conclusion is that every planet within the material universe is an unsuitable and inappropriate residence, because on each planet there are final defects, old age and death. The Lord assures us, however, that in His transcendental abode, which lies far beyond the material cosmos, life is everlasting, blissful, and absolutely cognizant. The material world is temporary, troublesome, and rife with ignorance, but the spiritual world called Vaikuntha is eternal, blissful, and full of perfect knowledge. The highly evolved human brain is a gift given by God, so that we may use our intelligence to distinguish between that which is eternal and that which is temporary, as stated in Bhagavad Gita 2:16. Nasato vidite bhavo, nabhavo vidite sada, ubayor ahudristam yas, tam nayas tattvadarshini. Those who are seers of the truth have concluded that matter has no permanent existence, whereas the spirit soul never ceases to exist. Learned seers have concluded this by studying the nature of both. Those who have accepted the Supreme Lord and His abode as the ultimate goal of life are called Vaikuntha Priya. Here, King Nimi states that to have the personal association of such learned transcendentalists is certainly the perfection of human life. In this connection, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur suggests that we consider the following verse. Nirdeham adyam sulabam sudurlabam plavam sukalpam guru karna dharam maya nukulena nabhavastalitam puman bhavati na taret sa'amaha. The Supreme Lord said, the best of bodies, the human body, is a great attainment, rarely achieved, and may be compared to a boat. The Guru is an expert captain for this boat, and I have sent favorable winds, the Vedas. Thus I have given all facilities for crossing over the ocean of material existence. Any human being who has achieved these excellent facilities of human life but does not cross over the material ocean is to be considered the killer of his own self. This is Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th Canto, 20th Chapter, 17th Verse. According to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, the eternal servants of the Supreme Lord, being controlled by powerful feelings of mercy, descend into the material world as Vaishnavas to deliver the conditioned souls who are bound by the results of their own mundane work. Such Vaishnavas also distribute their mercy to those who are laboriously searching after the impersonal Absolute. Sri Narada Muni has stated that without ecstatic love of Godhead, such laborious impersonal contemplation of the Absolute is certainly troublesome. Naiskarnyam api achitta bhava varjitam. And what to speak of the innumerable problems of ordinary gross materialistic life. We have practical experience that in the Western countries most people are working hard to get money, laboring under heavenly dreams of sense gratification. Others, having become frustrated with ordinary materialistic life, are trying to negate their personal existence and merge into the existence of God through so-called yoga and meditation. Both classes of unhappy people are receiving the mercy of the Krishna consciousness movement, putting aside their dreams of sense gratification, as well as their troublesome impersonal speculation. They are learning to chant the holy names of God, dance in ecstasy, and feast on the holy food offered to the Lord. They become enlivened by the transcendental knowledge spoken by the Lord Himself in the Bhagavad Gita. As the Lord states in Bhagavad Gita 9.2, Susikham kartam abhilam. The actual process of spiritual freedom is joyful to perform and has nothing to do with fruitive activities aimed at sense gratification or with dry and personal speculation. More and more people are taken to the process of Krishna consciousness, becoming joyful and eagerly distributing Krishna's mercy to others. Thus the whole world will be enlivened and inspired by the Krishna consciousness movement, which is the practical demonstration of the mercy of the Vaishnavas. For the conditioned souls, the human body is most difficult to achieve, and it can be lost at any moment. But I think that even those who have achieved human life rarely gain the association of pure devotees who are dear to the Lord of Vaikuntha. Om Bhagyanatidanandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chaksum Bhutamina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Jagati Svapadantikam Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasnaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pamboram Karate Girim Yat Kripasnaham Bhakte Shri Gurum Dinatanam Vanchakapatarubhyascha Vipasindhivayavata Patitanam Pavanam Vishnu Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Madheka Bandhu Mansangim Madhuro Mahatma Manista Kakar Madhvaya Madhananda Namostite. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O my only friend, O my companion, O my teacher, O my great wealth, O my deliverer, O good fortune, O my bliss, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. This is from Krishna Lila Stava by Sanatana Swami. This beautiful verse and purport of Srimad Bhagavatam are so profound, and they remind me of a verse. They remind me of a verse in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam.